Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another one. Well, anyways guys, today we're going to be doing a retrospective of the main 3 Arkham games. WB counts as actually happening, because they hate Origins. That did cause a lot of continuity errors. But nonetheless, let's get to it. We have 3 main sections. And you've probably seen how long this video is. I'm sorry. It's probably past 10 minutes. But anyways, we have 3 main sections for these Arkham games. Combat, Stealth Combat, or Stealth. It doesn't really matter. And best and not least. Best and not least, guys, it is the story. So yeah, the main combat for the Arkham games. Obviously, we're going to go from chronological order from when they released, and I kind of have to, because if I went by the story order, it'd still be the same. But I'm going. But yeah, let's get to it. Combat. In Arkham Asylum, the combat is not the best. Okay. Challenge map isn't hard compared to a challenge map in City or Night. I mean, the combat is still great, by far the best any Batman game has been. And also at the end of this, I will be telling you what the best one is overall. And then, well, yeah, it's not the best, but it's good.
Are you gonna go to the Valentine dance?
No.
Okay.
Mom, why would I go if I didn't have a girlfriend? Mom, I don't go outside. Mom, do you know how inconvenient and awkward it'd be if I went by myself? Mom, you realize I have zero self-confidence in anyone not rejecting me. But nonetheless, back to the combat. It is still fun, and it feels good to take out a room of enemies, but it's not difficult. That's what it lacks. It lacks difficulty. That's why it's not the best. The way to make a better WB look, you improved a lot. And also, if you are making, Montreal, if you are making another one, make it a sequel to Origins. Because Origins is better. I'm kidding. Origins is not good. I'm kidding. It's probably fine, but I'm just saying. I'd much rather that because I want to play as Bruce Wayne. But nonetheless, the combat for that is okay. So overall, also, I will have a tallying system. And we do have a tallying system. Asylum gets 1 point to combat. Now, City, on the other hand, reimagined combat maps, and they had to add more costumes. And I'm the kind of guy that loves costumes in games like that. Because look, I love animated series costumes, because they just look cool. Animated costumes in games are just good. If you disagree with me, I cannot comprehend what you are telling me. It makes it 3,000,000 times more interesting. Because personally, I don't want to be playing as the same Batman every time. I don't want to always be playing the same torn up, ripped, scratched, bulleted suit. It's not as fun. That's why I prefer not to do that. And that's why City, it's not the best, but it will get 2 points. So obviously, I still want to talk about it, but yeah, Night's Combat is great, okay? It's the best, okay? Whenever you're saying the police officer, in the beginning of the game, you take on like 20 guys in 5 seconds. It is the funnest crap ever. Hi, Nolly. Okay. But anyways, It is the funnest crap in the world. I love it. It's the best. By a long shot. Okay, it's just fun overall. And overall, they should have just gave you more enemies to fight at once. I loved it. Also, I am counting tank battles because it just adds more. So it gets actually 2.5. It still gets 3 points. Because tank combat is kind of fun. Like the Cobra tank fights were fun. And it is, and the GCPD raid was fun too. So it gets 3 points. Stealth. Stealth in the first Asylum game was very easy. Almost too easy. Because some of the more famous stealth maps were Silent Night, and the one where it had bombs and things. And intensive treatment. I really enjoyed that one. It was one of the more cool ones, in my opinion. That's why I liked it more. And, yeah. Stealth will get 1 point for Asylum. What? Oh, yeah. Now, City. City has great stealth, okay? We have the Tiger Security Guard stealth. That was just so good. And on the challenge map, you can literally slingshot the guards. It had the Steel Mill stealth, which was very fun. And the Mr. Freeze boss fight exists. I don't need to say anything else. That gets 3 points. And I'm gonna change Asylum to 2, because there's only one area where stealth was good at night, and that was the Two-Face area. I enjoyed that one the most. But it still gets 1 point because I feel like it. Yeah. And obviously we get an overall in there too. Because I obviously want to have overall because I kinda have to. But anyways, on to the next category. Okay, the Asylum story. Okay, just gonna give you a quick synopsis. Hey Mom! Is it synopsis or synops? Okay, I'm going over a story. Which is it? Okay, so we're going over the synopsis because I'm bad at pronouncing things. Pronouncing was never my best range of work, and that was my mic. I will remember you. Remember me. Okay, stop. The story for the Asylum. Joker traps you and him in the asylum, and you learn about Penelope Young and her plan to create a Titan formula. And you're like, huh, that doesn't sound good. So, Zaz takes her hostage, you knock him out, a few minutes later, she dies. No, a few seconds later, correct her. And then afterwards, then we get this. Then you sucker punch Joker with explosive gel. And the dumbest boss battle in the world. Besides, the Joker boss fight. It is really dumb, but I kinda liked it. Don't believe me in the comments, guys. So, I'm going to give it a 2. Because the story is pretty good. City. The story in City is kinda messy. Because, first up, it starts out with, literally, like, Bruce Wayne's giving a speech about, Arkham City's stupid, stop it. And Hugo Strange arrests him. No, literally, his Tiger Security arrests him. He's thrown into Arkham City, he gets his Batman suit, and Arkham City the game, not the place. It was kind of... I don't want to sound like rude, like disrespectful to the game because it's good. It was kind of messy. Because, yeah, I loved how it played out because it was kind of like the mystery box speech in that one episode of Film Theory for The Force Awakens. Watch it if you have the time. And, you know, like, it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. But it was like, oh, you going to interrogate the Joker, now you're poisoned. Then you go to get Mr. Freeze. Oh, he's gone, so you have to take out Penguin and Solomon Grundy. And then you, Freeze is released, you get his suit, and then he makes your cure, and then he gets mad and fights you. And then you go back to confront Joker. And then you're trapped under rubble. You turn into Catwoman for a couple minutes, rob a bank, then free him. And then you go to Hugo Strange's to take him down. He dies. Then Ra's al Ghul, which you beat like 5 hours ago, comes back and he's like, yeah, I did this the whole time. Get wrecked, boy. And then after that, you fight Clayface. And Talia dies, but who cares about her? So, I have to give it a 1, because it's just really messy. Sorry City, you're a good game with a lot of great side missions. Love you, by the way. And the other death traps were awesome. I can't deny it. So, it gets a 1. Now Night easily gets a 3. 1 by, well, default. But 2, the story's freaking great. Okay? Scarecrow is my favorite Batman villain because he's a psychological threat. Okay? That's what makes him interesting. And the best part is, after Dave's Chemicals fight, Joker is literally haunting you. Sure, it was kind of stupid how you still had his blood and it was making you turn into Joker. So the killing joke kind of doesn't work now. Although it's still canon. But in literally, like, 30 to 20 years, Bruce finally feared again. And that is what made it so interesting. He finally felt fear. And it wasn't a theatric. He saw one of his closest allies die. He literally had Joker haunting him. And then after all that, his literal friend from the beginning of this crusade betrayed him, but kind of didn't betray him. He found out the second Robin was still alive and was there to mentally torment him. And then you go back to Arkham Asylum. And after you go back to the asylum, what ends up happening is you confront Scarecrow, but you persevere out of his fear. So yeah, that one just wins by default, and because the storyline's great. I give that a 20 out of 10. I'm kidding. But it is really good. So yeah, on to overall. Okay, so Arkham Knight gets 7 points. City gets 6 points. And Asylum gets 5 points. Huh, it's really cool. Hey Mom, come in here for a second. Yes, right now. This is kind of ironic.
Yes.
This is kind of cool, see?
What?
The tally system, it went up to 5, 6, 7.
That football?
No.
I'm just a freaking hysterical person, man.
Now I know why everyone loves you in my videos. But anyways, Asylum, the combat is at its time, amazing. Stealth was pretty good, and the story was pretty good. City, the combat was very good. The stealth was at its best.
Hey,
And the story...
can I pluck your nose hairs?
No!
Come on.
No.
Just a few of them.
No.
Just a few.
No! God, I wish you weren't in this video now.
It's funny.
The story wasn't the best in City, though, so it didn't win. But Knight's combat is the very best. Nothing can beat it. Because it's so satisfying to literally beat like 30 guys. And you can play as Arkham Knight in the challenge maps. I'm sorry. That wins it over for me, okay? I don't know why. And the stealth maps, it's just kind of fun. Because you aren't doing stealth. The story was its best because... play through a night if you haven't already. It is the best, okay? So it wins. Mostly because it's the best. Well, anyways, guys, that's my retrospective of the Arkham series. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one. You're all a bunch of Blade Legends. I salute all of you.